Guys, I spent yesterday binging all 8 episodes of The Defenders. I'm going to give you my review, my thoughts. This is going to be non-spoiler. Let's go. Let's talk about this. What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. Guys, I spent yesterday binging The Defenders. I did a little bit of work in the morning. I recorded a podcast with the Rebel Scum guys talking about Luke Skywalker and Snoke, and then I got right to it. I had a bunch of snacks. I was all set up to watch Defenders. This video right here is going to be my non-spoilery review of the Defenders series, okay? So, look, first of all, real quick, just because I have to say it, look, if you're one of these people that have been watching the videos and you haven't been subscribed to the channel, I gotta be honest, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. We're going through some huge changes. We are committed as an entire unit here at the Den of Nerds to bring great entertainment and education to you guys. So I just want to throw that out there because I tend to forget sometimes on videos. But honestly, like, we're working hard over here and the love has been unreal. We're about to pass 3,000 subscribers. The love is unreal. You guys are amazing. Thank you. So look, I want to get right into this. I did a bunch of videos when it comes to the Defenders, but I did a bad reviews video very early on. Okay, very early on I did this video where there were some negative reviews coming out. There was the US Today article that kind of said, hey, look, Iron Fist is still a big problem, and it sucks because the Defenders are so good, except for Iron Fist, okay? Now look, if you go back in time and watch some of these videos that I did about Iron Fist, it's obvious. I'm not an Iron Fist fan. I didn't love that show, okay? So, going into Defenders, when I heard about these negative reviews and I saw the thing about Iron Fist, I mean, like, you know, I got on there and I said, look, this is concerning. But if you watch that video, and I seriously recommend going back and watching that video, when I'm talking about the bad reviews, I'm like, look, this doesn't concern me, the way they're saying this, I don't think it's to be a problem, blah, 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 blah. Then I did the good reviews video because it swung, right? About a week before the series revealed, it got up to, I think, 13 different reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It was hanging around at 85, I believe. So people tended to like it, right? And even the good reviews, they said some negative things about it here and there. Look, and a lot of you commented on the video and you said, look, Josh, you can't take reviews that way. You can't say like, oh, the review's the same way. Well, for sure, guys. Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm reporting the reviews, right? I'm reporting the reviews and I'm speculating about what I think is going to happen. That's what I do here. Right? I'm not a Rotten Tomatoes guy. You know, maybe someday, but not right now. I'm not a Rotten Tomatoes guy. Look, what we do on the channel is we try to educate and we try to entertain you guys. Look, man, it's about entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, look, you're watching this video, you're on your way to work or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You got 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. I get it, man. I'm just trying to entertain you and talk about some shit that you like too, right? So when it comes to Defenders, I had to see it for myself. I always knew that. I don't want you guys to think that because I report about bad reviews or I report about good reviews that's where my mind is at. No, of course you got to see it for yourself, and you should. Even movies and television that get shitty reviews out there, you should go check them out for yourself. You really should. If you're compelled to go see it, go see it. A lot of people work really hard for all this stuff. They spend a lot of money on these things. You got to go see it. Now, on the other end of that, you got to be fair. It's supply and demand. It's a competitive marketplace. Our time is limited these days. So, look, I think we're living in the golden age of television. That's why I was so let down by Iron Fist, because look, there's so much great television out there. Even the other Netflix stuff. Like, I love Daredevil, right? I love Daredevil season 1, season 2. I love Jessica Jones. I love the first half of Luke Cage. And the second half of Luke Cage I didn't really like, and Iron Fist was terrible. So where did I go off from Defenders? I know I'm rambling, I'm sorry. So I'm about 4 minutes and I haven't talked about Defenders really. Here's the thing, guys. Defenders is incredible. The Defenders is on another level. If you're like me, and you think to yourself, well, Daredevil season 1 changed the game. It changed the fucking game. And I believe that. I really do believe that, because the way that show was cut, the way it was put together, the way they even have the credits scene. I remember watching episodes of Daredevil where it felt like I watched a whole episode before they even rolled the credits. I was like, oh my God. They can take whatever time they want because they're not trying to make a commercial break in a set number of times. They're not making their narrative fit into these arbitrary, like, little metrics that are used for television, network TV, and everything, right? And I felt like That's the future. Like, they're doing what they have to do for their narrative. And that's brilliant. Well, guys, Defenders delivers on that like you wouldn't believe. Like, you wouldn't believe. The pacing, the way the narrative is played out is out of control good. It's on another level good. So, the first thing I would say is, it harkens back, and I gotta find out who the showrunner is. I gotta do more research. This is just my raw thoughts, man. I watched all 8 episodes yesterday. I got a little bit of work done, and then I passed right out. I woke up real early this morning, and I'm just sitting here doing this video with you guys. And man, the first thing I'll tell you is the pacing is out of control good. It's incredible on that front. Okay, moving right along, all the actors have really nice things to do. Some of the problems with Iron Fist is that I think that Finn Jones didn't have something really compelling to do, and he wasn't really working with other actors in a dynamic, conflicted way that would really draw out a great performance from him. So in this show, all of the actors are given incredibly interesting things to do, including what they do together. But even what they do from the very beginning of the show is really, really intriguing. Okay, so I think all the actors kill it. They're all really physical. Even Sigourney Weaver gets a little bit of action, and I was hoping, right? Because, you know, I'm an Alien guy. I love Ripley, dude. She's a hero of mine. She's awesome. She's a badass. So when they put Ripley in as the main villain, I was like, okay, well, look, Sigourney Weaver can act. She's incredible, right? She can really bring it. But is she going to be physical? Like, is she the type of stand-back villain, or is she going to be physical? There's some physicality there. I don't want to give anything away, but there's some physicality there, and I was like, yes, it's Ripley, man. Got me jacked up. All of the combat scenes were really well shot, really well choreographed. It was really a nice thing to see how they utilize the abilities and powers of all these characters. So, look, from an editing perspective, from a shooting perspective, writing perspective, production, great. Actors, they all brought it. Finn Jones brings the noise, okay? They all bring it. Now, overall, from a comic book standpoint, man, it just melted my heart. It melted my heart. There are certain things that are different than the comics. Like, for instance, Danny and Luke. It's different. Okay? It's different than what you have experienced in the past for the comics. But let's be real. It's 2017. Racial tensions are high. So how could Power Man and Iron Fist come to see eye to eye without it seeming like total bullshit? Well, they go right at it, man. They go right at it, and some serious issues are brought up. They both have points. They're both flawed, but they end up seeing eye to eye because they want to help people. That's really what it's about. Some deep shit, man. I was literally almost brought to tears a couple different times in this episode, or in this series, because some of the stuff they're talking about is so real. I was like, man, this is that postmodern superhero thing. Like, it feels like Marvel Max, but it's really realistic. It's awesome. So, like, it kills it on the comic book thing, right? There's some scenes between Colleen Wing and Misty Knight that really give you that comic book vibe, bro. You're gonna be like, oh my God, they found a way to make those two work together. And it feels honest. There's so many little hints here and there towards little comic book stories and things that I do not want to give away. You should see it for yourself, but it is amazing. So from a nerdy standpoint, man, they nail it. They nail it. Now let's talk about the last thing I want to talk about here. I'm gonna just get out of here with this video, but the last thing I want to talk about is the ending. I'm gonna blow out my mic if I give the actual energy that I feel, because I really liked it. It was satisfying. It was a really good ending. It made sense. Certain conflicts, I don't want to give too much away, but there were certain conflicts that I talked about in all of my videos leading up to the Defenders. I thought, hey, I think this is what they're going to do. And they did it. They did it in a way that I could not have anticipated. It really works. It really makes you feel for these characters. And Daredevil, look, you will come, if you're a Daredevil fan like me, you're going to come out of this series being like, oh man, Daredevil solidified himself as a hero. And you're going to be thinking, you hear me and you're like, well, wait a minute. He already did. Not really. He definitely solidified himself as a badass. He definitely solidified himself as smart, as a capable warrior. No, he's a hero. He's a hero. And and you feel it. It's the reluctancy of him wanting to be the hero, admitting what he really is, a man of faith, man. Damn. They brought that shit, man. The end of Defenders is amazing. So that's all I want to do in this video. Kind of a short video, guys. This is my non-spoilery review. It's kind of a hype thing. I just want to, because if you're not quite done with it, but you want to hear my thoughts, that's what this video is for. I will do an in-depth spoilers breakdown. I might even do a podcast about Defenders and the future of the Marvel Netflix stuff. Man, it was great. I'm so happy. Like, my hats off to everybody involved with the production, all the actors, everybody, the stunt team, everybody that was involved with this. Everybody should be very proud of what they've accomplished with the Defenders. It's amazing. It was incredibly bingeable too. One real quick thing, everybody, there's some people out there complaining like, so Iron Fist was 13 episodes, this is only 8. I wish they would have flipped that. I don't know. I can't make that call, but the 8-hour binge was tight. You could do it in a day. Yesterday was like a celebration, man. I felt like a kid. You know that scene in Step Brothers where they have their hands up in the air and they're just so happy? That was like me yesterday watching the Defenders. So I almost think the 8 episode thing was brilliant because the narrative was so tight. I don't think you need more than 8. You know what I mean? Like, and just to give you a little hint here, the second to last episode was only 45 minutes. And it was a perfect setup for that last punch. That last episode's fire. I'll probably watch that thing a lot. But that's pretty much all I wanted to do in this video, guys. Let me know, where are you at in Defenders? Please, no spoilers in the comment section. Don't spoil this for your fellow nerds. Let's not do that. But please let me know in the comment section, you know, what did you like about the series? What didn't you? What episode are you on? Are you gonna finish it this weekend? Like, let's talk about this, guys. This is huge. This is a big thing for the Marvel Netflix universe, for geekdom, for nerddom, for everything that we love as nerds. This is a big deal. So let's talk about it, and I will be posting a spoilers in-depth video very soon. I might just wait till after the weekend or something, but wanted to put this out for you guys here. Man, Defenders, great. If I had to give it a final score, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It's not flawless, but it's pretty damn close. And to be honest with you, I'm trying not to give it a perfect 10 because, you know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, I can go really fanboy on these things. So we'll go 9 out of 10. I might change that, but that's the only reason I'm not going 10 out of 10 is because I don't want to get made fun of. I loved it that much. So let's go 9 out of 10. That's my official score. As I always say, guys, I hope you're having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya.